Carstairs Station in South Lanarkshire opened in 1848 by the Caledonian Railway. The station is around 26 miles to the south of Glasgow, and over 200 trains every day pass through this junction, with a few calling here at the station itself, including the Caledonian Sleeper. This is the view looking south towards Dolphinston Junction, where trains diverge towards Edinburgh. Here on the right-hand side are the two avoiding fast lines of the West Coast Main Line, and I'll talk more about that a little later. Passenger numbers at the moment using Carstairs Station are averaging around 7,000 a year, but pre-COVID the numbers were as high as 61,000, with an additional 6,000 using the station as an interchange. There were, at one time, extensive engine sheds and workshops along with a marshalling yard, but today there's just this small engineering siding, which is also where the Caledonian Sleeper is stored and serviced. The original station at Carstairs had male and female waiting rooms, as well as a newsagent's stand and extensive refreshment facilities. It originally had a large overall roof, which was later removed, with each of the individual station buildings having their own individual roofs. But by the year 2000, the remaining buildings were demolished. Today, the station has a ticket office, which is open part-time, along with seating for passengers. The platforms at Carstairs are on an island, and so passengers need to use this footbridge in order to gain access. The passing speed for high-speed trains was originally 90 miles per hour, which was achieved by having a large level of ballast laying on the western side, which meant that the station platform was laying in a lower position. A major project to restructure and renew large sections of track at Carstairs has taken place at a cost of about £160 million. The work started in 2021 and only finished back in May 2023. The station itself was closed at that time and was largely rebuilt. Among the improvements is a 775 metre avoiding loop for freight. Another part of the project was to move the up main line, which was to the north of the station, you can see in this photograph here, to the south, and in turn to increase its line speed from 90 to 120 miles per hour. Network Rail also completed the installation of 121 new overhead electrification structures as part of the wider project. There were also 36 new signals, along with 2 new signalling gantries. The latest digital signalling technology has also been introduced, along with extensive drainage work throughout the whole of the site. Carstairs has always been a major interchange on the West Coast Main Line, with its track deviations towards Edinburgh and of course to Glasgow Central. This major project was long overdue, as it is 50 years now since the layout at Carstairs was last remodelled and re-signalled. As a result of the project, there are now a number of Avanti's Pendolino trains that can complete the journey from Glasgow Central to London Euston in as little as 4.5 hours. On my way home from Carstairs Station, I've just stopped off briefly here at Lanark. There's been a station here since 1855, and it's the terminus of a short branch line off the West Coast Main Line. The station has 2 platforms, and there are also 2 station buildings. The larger of the 2 buildings is made of sandstone and consists of 2 stories with a small canopy and dates from 1867. The branch line originally had a triangular junction with the West Coast Main Line, allowing trains from Lanark to head west towards Carluke or east towards Carstairs. But the eastern curve closed in 1964. As a result, no trains can head southbound or eastbound as the branch only has a northbound cord connecting it to the West Coast Main Line at Lanark Junction. Despite this, the whole of the branch line was electrified in 1974 at the same time as the West Coast Main Line. Trains run every half an hour during peak times and every hour during off-peak times to Glasgow Central via Shieldmuir, Motherwell and Bells Hill. Both at Carstairs and here at Lanark, I've seen several of these BR Class 385 electric multiple units, which were built by Hitachi Rail for ScotRail. There are 70 of them in service, and the trains were built to operate services on the newly electrified lines in the central belt of Scotland, on a mixture of both suburban and interurban routes. These aluminium trains look really smart on the outside, so I decided to hop on board to take a look at the inside. Well, they look just as smart on the inside too. The trains feature power sockets at each pair of seats. There's free Wi-Fi, increased luggage space, along with 2 wheelchair spaces. There's also a flexible storage area and a fully accessible toilet in every train, including a new assist facility which allows companions access to the cubicle while maintaining privacy. And also, something that I particularly like is that the windows are closely aligned with the seats. All in all, the design has resulted in bright, spacious and accessible carriages, which are perfect for commuters, for business customers and leisure travellers. Well, I've really enjoyed my visit to Carstairs and to Lanark today. It's been my first visit to both stations. It was also interesting to get a first-hand account of how Carstairs Junction operates and to see what an important railway junction this is on the West Coast Main Line, with services linking Glasgow and Edinburgh to London. It was clear to see how this was such a complex project, but the outcomes will really improve the capabilities of the junction for many years to come. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and do join me again for another railway journey very soon.